Hello, hello, hello. We haven't seen some set content in a long while, so I think it's time for some more set content. With the newly released skin, it's time to see how you beat up your opposition in the Baron lane without any sweat at all, and how you dominate people. 1,055 people, at least, aren't sovereign on the Chinese server. It is absolutely insane. Look at this profile. Look at how active the legendary Q letter there is, and how insane this champion can be. So, let's take a look at this, let's break it down, let's showcase what is happening here, and we'll see how this champion goes absolutely crazy. He's going for HEARTSTEEL as his first item, just getting tankier and tankier by the second. The reason for this is Sett's second ability scales with his health, so granting himself more health will make sure his second ability will deal more damage because they have a bigger health pool. He just has to take more damage. So the third ability just has to make sure that he pulls a target behind him and in front of him, so he gets the stun onto the Aurelia. Aurelia has to be very much aware of this, or otherwise she gets completely outtraded like this. Nice spacing here by the set. Also is level 2. She can't really do anything. He also put up the second ability to just have even more survivability, just in case something happens to him. And yeah, Aurelia goes in with a little trade here, misses the stun, not much is going to happen, and we have 1 minute left until the Scorpion is going to spawn. In the mid lane department, we have a Vex pushing into the Tristana, so nothing much is happening. Moving up and forth a tiny bit, going for some cheeky trades here, making sure the wave crashes into the tower, and now we have a little window of nothingness. In this window, he could go for potentially Vision or anything he wants to, or just stays in lane and looks for another potential play. Aurelia misses a next stun, which means that the set is going to beat her up. Big trades here, even utilizing the second ability of Aurelia, and you have to be really mindful. If you stand in the center of the set's second ability, the true damage shouldn't be reduced by the damage mitigation. Nice try by the set. The Scorpion spawns in 25 seconds. Aurelia has to really be careful. Set has just way too much HP, and she's just way too unbalanced when it comes to just early game fighting. You have to really be mindful. Easy kill, doesn't even have to flash. You see the second ability didn't mitigate any damage at all, and we get even a plating here if we want to. So, if you're wondering, Sett's passive ability has 2 different things. Number 1, he has an increased health regeneration, okay, and he has the double hit. Now, with the double hit, having Brutal in your rune selection is quite an interesting take or pickup, because it's going to increase your damage by so much. If you start hitting people with this, you're gonna see how absolutely crazy it is. And for the first item here, we're going to see plated steel caps, because these boots are just the best thing you can have in the Baron lane. Many other people debate going other boots, but plated steel caps grant you armor, health regen, and health on top, as well as physical damage mitigation, not only against auto attacks, but also against just raw physical damage spells. Aurelia hits level 5 here, we're close to level 6. Putting points into our first ability, Aurelia needs to be really careful. Look at these tradings here. Look at these unfair trades. Aurelia, again, didn't understand that the second ability doesn't work, which means she can be dove now. Because she used her second... Oh my god, she doesn't know. So, in case you don't know, if you cast your first ability on Aurelia, you'll put yourself behind the target. Which means if the set is paying attention, he can just press his ultimate and throw you away. Playing for time here. Going certain death. She should be fine. What? How did that one even hit? I feel so scammed for the set that the Camille W didn't even hit. Is this Gragas actually pushing out the wave? Is he going to go for a proactive play on the map now, or is he just gonna chill? There's always an argument you can make when it comes to buying a Kindle gem or something else. Ability haste in this game, especially if it's your first purchase, given how the game plays out, doesn't really do too much early on. So most of the time it's just better to buy 2 ruby crystals, because a Kindle gem only grants you plus 25 health compared to a normal ruby crystal. So you would have 300 health compared to 175. Nice stun here. The bonus movement speed on first ability comes in clutch. Little whoopsie moment with the Gragas and the set synergy, but it doesn't really matter. They get the free kill. Gragas secures the cannon, and the Scorpion, the baby Skarner, is on his way to dominate here. And you want to know what the you want to know the funniest thing? As I've played top lane recently, like playing Tryndamere, I've always killed my lane opponent like 2 or 3 times before the first objective, but it doesn't matter because bot lane just walked over me and they sent 3 people to deny me while nobody's doing anything. Sometimes WildRift is just so unfun if you play Baron lane. It's so unbelievably unfun. I might just try to establish like a HEARTSTEEL Tryndamere build so I can just tank everything up and go with Demolish and just take towers in front of them. I just don't care anymore. Executioners being picked up. So much health on this set. Going for a big rotation centered around the very first objective here. Already has the tower up here, which mitigates the value of Herald a tiny bit since first tower is not available anymore and it's only about playthings. He doesn't push the wave and goes for a rotation. Does he really walk all the way down there? Will he even make it in time? Is it not just a really flippy move of what he's doing? Because the enemy got everything already, so what is he going to do? Because now the enemy is griefing, and you couldn't have known that the enemy is griefing in that regard, like to that level, right? So going here would actually not be the best available play, no? Unless he's gonna just 1v9 it completely on his own. It's the Samira, gets the knock up on that one, gets the CC with the Gragas, they get 1 kill here. He's accelerating the game, but what is going to happen now? He takes third aggro as well, just being too tanky, flashes forward, doesn't get the kill, pulls the Aurelia a tiny bit back. Aurelia is in a second ability, takes no damage, but eventually falls to the Thresh. And we have a fully completed HEARTSTEEL available here. So this play, if the enemy just chooses not to do what they're doing, is so much better for them. Because they can just not do this, recall, and go for Herald. But yeah, you know WildRift players, they just have to go for kills. I've lost so many games in recent memory because people do not want to do the objective when it's a free win and they go for an end, which is not possible because they forget how much damage they deal. Now the enemy in this game is, they got Herald, and now they will even get tower playthings. They get a full tower for free on the Camille. That is a massive setback. A massive setback. Now Camille is somewhere in the top quadrant of the map, so he can't really push forward. He really can't. Camille is at the Croc camp, we saw for a brief moment. Alistair is also here. This could be very dangerous. We don't have a tower to fall back to. But apparently the Camille doesn't feel like going. Maybe she has too much gold, doesn't want to initiate the fight. So the set is just farming a few stacks here. Got 35 HEARTSTEEL stacks. Got a little bit of grasp as well here. So insane how much health you gain nowadays from all these synergistic runes and items. So many people up here. Misses the third ability. Arises in front of him. Gets hit by the Vex ultimate. However, that one worked. Pops the second ability. Gets a free pick up here. Samira is just doing too much. He will eventually fall. Yes, Samira is way too fat as it seems. Nala is going in. Uh-oh. Okay, Nala gets 1 kill back. Okay, does she get another one here? Gets a knock up. Nice hook by the Thresh of denying this one. Even dashes away. The Nihilus. Oh no, the Kimball just said nope, not today. But Tristana is just Mario hopping in the mid lane, getting more towers. But yeah, it's just funny to see. Macro is such a thing that nobody knows about, apparently, on any server, on any elo. Because it's just not mandatory anymore. You just run around and do crazy things on cooldown, and because the champions play themselves, and it's only about the strongest champions at all. And if you have the stronger champion, you can just force anything you want. Yeah, he has 145 stacks. He's backing up his jungle a tiny bit here for a brief moment until he goes to the wave on the bottom side of the map. Gets that one sorted. Gets a lot of gold with this. And yeah, in case you didn't know, I keep on repeating this as well. Starrick's Gauge is so broken right now. The fact that this item gives you an inbuilt QSS that allows you to immediately cleanse every CC apart from being knocked up is crazy to me. Just be careful, but he can play for a lot of time. They can't just engage onto him, and Alistair is doing some weird stuff here. They need to be really mindful because this set can waste a lot of time, and if he wastes a lot of time and soaks cooldowns, his team might arrive in time, and then they get some free kills, you know? And that's very, very dangerous. Okay, he's just casually chilling here, surveying the crabs. Nothing unusual so far. Going for the next wave. Having his Divine very soon. Divine adding even more health to his kit. Some extra sustain as well through the Spellblade procs. His team might get the second dragon here. If nothing goes wrong. With the second dragon under their belts, they might be able to play for a soul. The enemy team can't just kill this guy. It takes so long to kill him. Look, he has his second ability, Big Bomber. Uses the ultimate as well to suplex somebody away, flashes away, gets one kill. Now he gets even more HEARTSTEEL procs. You see the healing from Divine as well as the Grasp of the Undying, and now his team arrives. The heroes that he desperately needed. It's just so insane how much time he was able to just get, you know? And this is one of the reasons why so many champions said, unless they one-shot you, just go for HEARTSTEEL builds. Because you can still deal damage and waste so much time. And it's often just better. It sounds so counterintuitive on most of the champions to build just HEARTSTEEL. But unironically, there might be a world in which it's just better to straight up always buy HEARTSTEEL in a solo queue context. Because that way at least you can guarantee you have infinite HP scaling and get some interesting items that you can avoid and make so much more time. Like, it's crazy how much death threats you can avoid, and just certain death as well, just because you have more HP. Samira's getting knocked up, getting thrown around. She might be able to turn this around. She actually is, because they didn't have enough damage, and she is in the middle of that one. Gets a free kill here as well. An absolutely overforced play by the Gragusi, not immediately able to kill the Samira, which is a massive issue. If Samira instantly dies, it's an entirely different play, but now the Thresh is on the run, tries to escape. Nah, but he just can't. And now Tristana jumped. Is she crazy in the head? Did you guys just see that? She just jumped in without a care in the world. She just jumped in and said, hello, it's me. And then she just died for zero reason. Damn. He's not picking up teleports. In these moments, you have to debate, do you need to buy a teleport? Do you think they're going for it? Apparently they are not, so he has not purchased a boot enchant. Something you can also do this game, to make even more time, you can even go Gargle. It's not even a bad enchant. So it's really not bad. Like Stoneplate. They get the vision control here back. Enemy has to force even more wards. I don't know what this Gragusi is thinking. Throwing barrels for fun. Aurelia gets another throw on the other side of the map. Now the Alistair goes in for a big combo. The Media comes in. A Vex ult connects. Samira's in the side lanes. Gets a free pre-stack. Is fully stacked up now, but gets immediately taken down? What the hell did Samira do? This fight was completely free for her and she managed to actually grief it entirely. That's crazy, bro. Like, her team made so much room for her, and she got completely denied. That is something you really do not want to see happening when you play Samira. Because I think if the Samira plays it differently, they just win. Now, Set immediately makes his way to the other side of the map here, the bottom side of the map, to push out the next wave. And somebody has to eventually take care of the other wave on the top side of the map. But right now, keep in mind, we have the Baron buff, we want to be proactive. We want to take away enemy jungle cams, we want to do something together. Goes for deep vision, so he can't get immediately sneaked up on. Or snuck up on. My bad. Their soul is also spawning in about 30 seconds. So that's going to be a very big fight for the team. Because they're going to go crazy over this dragon. Nyla's in the enemy jungle, doesn't push the top wave. It's a slow push as it's like, it looks at least like this on the minimap. And what is he gonna purchase? He's buying Protobelt for a proactive play. Vex running it down mid lane, gets a free kill. Samira is dying to the Nyla as well. So this game looks like pretty much a wrap here in my books. he didn't even have to do anything anymore towards the end of the video. The Alistair is just zooming away, but there's like 1 minute and 45 seconds of the Nexus protection still available, so ending the game is not something that's going to happen very likely. We have to keep in mind that the Nexus shield is very, very powerful. It comes up, they might be able to defend this, and yeah, there's no minion wave, there's another wave coming soon. He's actually tanking for the Tristana, because otherwise he would have just instantly died or lost 90% of her HP, and this way we can't end. Stop. Guys, we need to just stop. Like, this is what I mean. People just continuously do this over and over and over again, and our Tristana even griefed. Like, what is she doing? What are you Goblin doing? Just come get the free soul and play macro. Play the other side of the map. Get the free tower mid lane, okay, go for the dragon, reset if you want to, then play bot lane and top lane at the same time, have the set, do whatever, or you can force place S5 on non-Nexus targets, or you can wait for the next Nasher to spawn, and then play around Nasher, force them to walk into you, and then kill them. But again, this is a solo queue, and you always know how it goes. There's so much randomness and so much craziness for no reason, and you can possibly, like, you can relate, because most of the things don't really make sense. Ooh, Samira is alone here. If she's alone, she might just be dead. Misses the third ability. Samira pops the second ability, but yeah, have fun killing that guy. Yeah. Unless she has full items. She has no chance. Like, she needs QSS and superb spacing to kill that guy. If she doesn't have these, she'll just die. I can tell from experience, because I played a fair share of Samira, and I've suffered so many times from facing Set. So many times. And it's so painful. And now, keep in mind they have Soul. Nasher is available on the map. He missed the third ability. We can go for a free Nasher. We have so many kills. We can just end the game by getting Nasher. We do not have to go for coin flip plays here. But again, for some reason, we just have to do random stuff. We can't force them out of their base. They just walk up for no reason. Gragas hits the ult. Nicely done here. He presses the ult, gets another pull here, gets the second ability very soon, right? Gets it out now, Bomba, and gets a little chip damage here onto that guy. But again, look at this. This is completely pointless. This is complete pointless play. They could have just ended the game by going Nasher, force the enemy to come, have the set act as a human ward to just press ult onto the enemy jungle once he arrives, and they secure Nasher, they get maybe one kill. Even if they don't get a kill, the enemy can't defend the waves anymore with Nasher buff, because we go for two different lanes, and then the game just ends. But no, we need to go for the dopamine play, just go for ult play, just don't play smart, just force them, and yeah, lose the game. Because most of the games will be lost like this. Oh, nice combo by the Alistair, immediately realizing what's happening to the Samira. Samira gets, yeah, cool. Yeah. 80 carry life, by the way. And another one. Gets another pullback. Oh no, so close to getting another second ability. That would have been such a massive clapper. Damn. Yeah, and now they'll all just get killed for free. Yeah, and this is a Nasher angle into end angle. Or maybe they'll even pick up Elder if they don't feel secure enough. I mean, Fresh, what are you hooking? You saw the person on the minimap. Come on now. Like, this game should be over. Like, there's no way they could lose. Okay, the Camille is probably somewhere in our jungle right now. Like, she's behind the lines, hiding somewhere, so they have to look for her. Only way to lose is losing Elder here. Like, we haven't seen Camille, she must be somewhere behind. Oh, there she is. Vex hits a nice ultimate, gets a free kill. They nearly lost Elder, by the way, it was really close. If they lose Elder, they might actually be able to lose the game. Yeah, Samira, you still don't have QSS? It's actually crazy that Samira doesn't have QSS. Because she needs it. Because QSS allows her to just go so much, like, play so much differently. Gets the pull here, tanks the Nexus, takes no damage. Tristana dies for some reason to an Alistair, which makes no sense. But yeah, 80 carry life, goodbye. Elder collects the bounty and we get the free dub. Nice. Very interesting display of the power of Set. If you're an AD carry into Set, you need to think about buying QSS, especially if your champion is Samira. You need QSS to function in so many games, because otherwise you will not be able to ult, and that way your life will be so much easier. And with that, we're at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see each other for more RiftGuides content very soon. Goodbye!